back everybody, back to the channel. My name is GorillaZilla, and today was Pokemon Day. So there are three things that I found were the most important, and clearly on the screen, this is the most important. So today, Pokemon Legends Z-A was announced, and I think that is incredible, alright? So we can just check out the trailer really quick. So we have this beautiful 3D animation, and as you can see, clearly we have Lumiose City in the background. Obviously, since Pokemon Legends is very key on having a central base location, just like Jubilite Village was for Legends Arceus, this is going to be our quote-unquote home base. So Lumiose City is the electric gym in the Kalos region, and we got to discuss a couple different points about the Legends game. So that's basically it. And one of the points I want to address is actually this. So if you guys are not familiar with the lore of Pokemon, there is somebody named AZ. Now, according to Bubblepedia, so AZ's age is over 3,000 years old, and his whole thing is he was there during the war in Pokemon X and Y, where he lost his Floette, and his Pokemon is a very special one because these petals are supposed to be black and red, and it was like a one-time event thing. So that might apply to this game. Another thing that we want to address is, since this clearly emphasizes that we are going to be focusing on Zygarde, let's go to Zygarde's ability. So Zygarde has two abilities. Power Construct is the main one. Aura Break is basically Mold Breaker. So Power Construct, unique to Zygarde. When Zygarde is at 10% form, or Zygarde is at 50% form, and falls below half his HP, he changes to the complete form. And those of you who don't know, okay, so this is the 10%, the dog form, everybody loves it. The complete form. These stats are crazy. 700 total BST, 216 HP. He is a walking tank and does so much damage. In X and Y and Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, he had the access to a move called Camouflage, where, think of hidden power, or not hidden power, nature power, where based off your terrain, you change the type of move. He changed his type, so this Ice Dragon weakness didn't exist necessarily. So, considering Zygarde will get some kind of influence to his stats, to his ability because of the game, just like how Arceus got the Legend Plate, we can assume Zygarde may get some kind of item, a third ability, something like that, where he actually can either get this form, the 100% form, or he may get a new form, which I would personally love. Something about the game that could be also is that we are going to get a game in which Zygarde is our partner, and we will be using like the lowest form of Zygarde. So Zygarde Squishy is what everybody calls it. So this is Squishy. He's like the basic Zygarde cell, and this was in the show obviously, but what you would do in the games is you collect Zygarde cells to build up the 10% form that we saw earlier, and this 10% form is what you can use in battle. Then if you collect 50%, you would get this. 100% will still be this, but once you hit that less than 50 HP, or 50% HP, you would get your complete form. Now, in my opinion, this is probably likely to happen, that we're going to get some kind of item to access the complete form, and we will have Zygarde interacting with us early on. Another thing to talk about is, if you are not familiar, we do get different starter forms. So, with Legends Arceus, Samurott actually got his Hisuian form, his most competitive form. Everybody loves this, everybody uses this, or they did, and the fact that his stats are so well balanced, he's so nice, ceaseless edge, sharpness, everything works out super well. We can get starters with different forms. So if we take all the starters that we just interacted with, for example, we got Typhlosion, Samurott, and Decidueye. We can assume that other Pokemon who are either monotype, such as Feraligatr, he could be a water dragon in the next game, or we could see the scary one. Incineroar. Tanky, most competitive starter Pokemon, quite insane. I doubt we'll see anything to do with the Galar Paldea Pokemon. Incineroar is a possibility. Primarina is a possibility. Meganium is likely to get another form as well. Any Pokemon that you really haven't heard much from, we can definitely see. I can definitely see Meganium becoming the first grass, not first grass dragon, but maybe some kind of influence with grass to some combination we haven't seen before. Grass Steel could be cool. Could be like another form of Ferrothorn. Another thing that we would like to address is the fact that we have new Terra Raids. So, as you can see, the newest announced raid is Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise. Blastoise being Steel, so watch out for Flash Cannon. Charizard with Dragon, we've already interacted with that, so if you had a build for that, say like a Azumarill, use that. Venusaur is, for me, kinda scary here, because something you can see is Sleep Powder, Leech Seed, and for me, how I like using Venusaur is a mixed attacker, so you can give him Sludge Bomb and Power Whip. You can do a couple different things, but Venusaur is definitely the one to watch out for, because he's going to have things like Earthquake and Earth Power. With Charizard, you know he's going to probably have Dragon Pulse, Fire Blast. I can't remember all the moves, but basically he wasn't that hard to fight. You could solo him. Blastoise might be scary too, just because with Flash Cannon it can lower special defense. He can have Hydro Pump, he can have Aura Sphere, he can have Shell Smash and open up with that, and do the raid boss clearing ability. I can definitely see him opening with Shell Smash. I can also see Venusaur opening up with Sunny Day just to get the Chlorophyll boost. Charizard Sunny Day so that he gets Solar Power. I forget what Blastoise's hidden ability is. So Rain Dish, he gains HP with Rain. So yeah, that could be quite scary. So he can open up with Rain Dance and also do Shell Smash. Let's take a look at all these moves. Yeah, so Flash Cannon, that's his move that he's going to use. That's going to be his big thing. Shell Smash, obviously going to use that. Let's see. I want to see if Squirtle can learn Aqua Ring. Yep, there it is. He'll probably have Aqua Ring. Water Spout is definitely a possibility. Yawn is a possibility. Muddy Water is a possibility. Whirlpool is a possibility. He's got a lot of options. Blastoise is definitely going to be something to be worried about. Let's go to Venusaur and check out all his potential moves. So, Petal Blizzard, I doubt it. Power Whip's something I personally use, and I can definitely see happening. Worry Seed could be potentially very scary. Synthesis, I doubt it. Sleep Powder, Poison Powder, definitely could be possible. Leech Seed, definitely possible. Growth in Sun, you betcha. Sunny Day, obvious. Bulldoze, Stomping Tantrum, Earth Power, Earthquake. Those are going to be terrifying. With Growth, Attack, and Special Attack. And if it's in the Sun, it's going to be by 2. So, expect this for Venusaur. Expect Sunny Day, Growth, Earthquake, Earth Power, probably. If you run Protect, Stomping Tantrum is a possibility. I doubt we're gonna see, you know, anything like False Swipe and Bullet Seed, but I'm definitely seeing things like, definitely gonna see Acid Spray as an option to use either for him or against him. Solar Beam, yeah, because he's gonna have the sun up. Poison Powder, Sleep Powder, Leech Seed, super likely. Growth, yeah, I can definitely see that. And let's go to Bulbasaur's egg moves, just to be sure. Curse, doubt it. Ingrain, that could be scary. Toxic. Okay, so Toxic could be a really bad problem. Weather Ball could also be a huge... Yeah, no, this is a scary one. Venusaur is going to be very intimidating. If you want to use something against this ground type, I wouldn't use Venusaur. I wouldn't use a water type. I wouldn't use an ice type either, because Weather Ball could hurt you quite badly. So we'll get there when we get there. I mean, Gyarados is a very viable option, and so is Urshifu. What's the Water Strike one? Anything that can resist and also gain health back pretty well. Annihilate could be huge. Landorus could work, I guess. But you're basically going to fight against this guy in such a... You're going to be tiptoeing around Venusaur. Blastoise, you can get away with it if you have somebody with, like, Clear Smog and... Oh, no, he's Steel. That doesn't work. I mean, Haze works. So you could run Slowpoke, Slowking, anyone with Haze could work against Blastoise. Venusaur? Yeah, no, Water Flying. Yeah, that sounds like the best option. I would use Gyarados for Venusaur. And make sure when you Terra, I guess you want to do something like Flying. Yeah, Flying. Anything flying that can do excess damage, like, let's see. I mean, any Water Flying, any... Not Ice Flying, not Steel Flying, but Flying is going to be your main caveat around Venusaur to avoid all those ground-type moves, resist all the grass moves. You're just going to have to watch out for Toxic, you're going to have to watch out for Weather Ball, and you may just want to bring either Goggles for the spores he's going to spread around, but... Yeah, no, that's Venusaur. Blastoise, I don't think is going to be that bad, because Iron Hands does exist. So you can just... And so does Annihilate. Just use those two. But yeah. The last thing is we get the Johto Legendary Beasts for Pokemon Sleep. It's pretty cool. I think this is pretty interesting. I definitely want Entei. I want all three, but I especially want Entei. But yeah, guys, that's about it. Let me know what you guys think about Pokemon Legends Z-A. Do you think it's post-war? Do you think it's pre-war? How you feel about Pokemon Sleep? And how you guys feel about the Mightiest Mark raids. I know some of you didn't get the game on time and really want to get that Mightiest Charizard. This is your second and probably your final chance to get Mightiest Charizard. Venusaur and Blastoise are going to be awesome. They will have the hidden ability. I'm sure they'll have the egg moves. Will work on the builds, but I'm sure with Venusaur, try Gyarados. That's what I'll probably build. I would also say for Blastoise, any super strong fighting Pokemon like Iron Hands and Annihilate, give them Drain Punch, give them Shell Bell, give them some kind of move to boost their stats. You'll be golden. Alright, catch y'all in the next one. Peace!